Yeah, I think it's pretty significant what Macron was saying there, that they need to come together, arrive at a compromise to support the more fragile states in the European economy is entirely true. Obviously, in this time where some economies are being very hard hit by COVID, more so than others, it's important for Europe to come together and be able to provide stimulus where those with the broadest shoulders can support those which have struggled the most. And so I'm optimistic, although, as Macron was saying, it's not a done deal yet, but optimistic that if this can be passed, it's a significant step forward for Europe.
Mike, I appreciate the translation there from that speech from Macron. It was curious yesterday as we were all listening into the ECB, Christine Lagarde was also saying that she thought this recovery would get done. And that was one of the biggest market moving items for the currency, for the euro. You saw a spike as she was mentioning some of the optimism around the fund. But what does it mean for equity markets? It feels as though some bets have been placed on digital, some on the green recovery and some on the periphery. But do you think we've seen that fully play out, or do you think there could be more in this trade if we do get some confirmation of a fund to the tune of 750 billion euros?
I think there is potentially some more upside in European equities. I mean, when you look at the world at the moment, what I see is a huge variation in terms of where's dealt with the virus well and managed to get the virus under control relative to regions where the virus remains a problem. And at the moment, at least, clearly we need to continue to monitor the data. But for now, it seems like Europe has broadly done a pretty good job of getting the virus under control. So now they're at a place where, if you look, for example, at restaurant bookings in Germany, they're pretty much back to where they were this time last year. So fundamentally, you're seeing a recovery in economic activity, but without yet seeing a pickup in infections, which is clearly a positive in contrast to, say, the US, where you're seeing a pickup in economic activity, but it's coming with a pickup in infections, which could then threaten that recovery. So I think that if you get the recovery fund on top of that recovery and activity in Europe so far without any pickup in infections, then there is potential further upside for Europe, some of those domestically focused European names at least.